What if I told you your gut could heal itself starting with your very next breakfast? Not with pill, not with powders, but with just three natural ingredients: goat yogurt, chia seeds, and berries. Simple, right? But why is almost no one talking about this? If you've been waking up with bloating, indigestion, fatigue, or even brain fog, there's a good chance your gut microbiome is out of balance. But here's the good news. You're about to learn how this forgotten super breakfast could turn things around starting tomorrow morning. But before we reveal how these three ingredients work together to rebuild your gut naturally, hit that like button if you care about your health and subscribe so you never miss another senior-focused health tip that could change your life. It starts subtly. A little bloating after breakfast, some gas you didn't get, constipation that lasts for days, or the opposite, frequent trips to the bathroom. You chalk it up to aging, you tell yourself it's normal. But what if I told you it's not? These digestive problems are signs that something deeper is happening in your body, and it starts in the gut. As we get older, the gut goes through major changes. Our stomach acid levels drop, making it harder to break down food. The good bacteria in our intestines begin to die off. And harmful bacteria? They multiply, taking over the environment like weeds in a neglected garden. This leads to more than just gas or sluggish digestion. It can impact your entire body, including your mind. In fact, over 70% of your immune system is located in your gut. So when your gut is inflamed or out of balance, it weakens your immune response. That means more frequent colds, slower healing, and even increased inflammation in your joints. Still think it's just indigestion? Conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, leaky gut, and chronic constipation are becoming alarmingly common among seniors. And many doctors only treat the symptoms with pills, laxatives, or antacids. But those only offer temporary relief. They don't fix the real issue, an unhealthy gut biome. What your gut needs is restoration, rebuilding, a return to balance. And believe it or not, it all starts with what you eat first thing in the morning. Because when you wake up and eat processed foods, toast, jam, cereal, or sugary coffee, you're feeding the bad bacteria. You're making the weeds grow. But if you eat foods that nourish your good bacteria like probiotics, fiber, and antioxidants, you give your body the tools to heal itself from the inside out. That's why in the next few minutes, we're going to introduce you to a simple 3-ingredient breakfast that may just change your mornings and your gut for good. It's not a supplement. It's not a prescription. It's food. Real food that your body will recognize and thank you for. So stay with us. Because if you've been suffering in silence, this might be the first step toward real, lasting relief. And if you know someone who's been struggling with digestion, do them a favor. Share this video with them. They deserve to know too. So, how can a bowl of yogurt with seeds and berries reverse that damage? You're about to find out. Let's start with the base of our healing breakfast: goat yogurt. Now you might be wondering, what's wrong with regular yogurt? Or even, isn't cow's milk yogurt healthy too? That's a fair question, and the answer is surprising. Cow's milk yogurt can be healthy for some, but for many seniors, especially those over 60, it causes more problems than it solves. Here's why. As we age, our body produces less of the enzyme lactase, the one needed to break down lactose, the sugar in milk. So when you eat cow's milk yogurt, you might feel bloated, gassy, or sluggish afterward without even knowing why. But goat milk, it's a whole different story. Goat's milk is easier to digest, naturally lower in lactose. And, this is key, its protein structure is much gentler on the human gut. In fact, it's one of the closest animal milks to human breast milk in terms of digestibility. The proteins in goat milk form a softer curd in your stomach, which means your body doesn't have to work as hard to break it down. This reduces inflammation, bloating, and strain on your digestive tract. But here's where it gets even better. Goat yogurt is rich in probiotics, those friendly bacteria that line your gut and help with everything from digestion to immunity to mood. When you eat goat yogurt, you're planting good bacteria back into your system, like replenishing the soil in a depleted garden. This is especially important if you've taken antibiotics in the past, which most seniors have. Antibiotics wipe out everything. The bad bacteria, yes, but also the good. That's why restoring those good bacteria is essential, and goat yogurt is one of the easiest, tastiest ways to do it. And there's more. Goat yogurt is also packed with calcium, crucial for strong bones and teeth. Potassium supports heart health and blood pressure. Vitamin A, which boosts immunity and eye health. Medium-chain fatty acids, which are more easily used for energy and less likely to be stored as fat. In short, it's a healing food that works with your body, not against it. Now you may be asking, where can I find goat yogurt? It's more accessible than you think. Look in the organic or specialty dairy section of your local grocery store. Brands like Redwood Hill Farm, Meyenberg, or even your local farmer's market may carry it. But remember, probiotics are only part of the story. They need fuel to survive. That's where our next ingredient comes in, a tiny seed that transforms into a powerful gut-cleaning gel inside your stomach. And the best part, it's likely already in your kitchen. Stay with us as we uncover why chia seeds are a game changer for seniors and how combining them with goat yogurt creates a healing synergy your gut will love. One of nature's tiniest but most powerful superfoods, chia seeds. At first glance, they might look like nothing more than tiny black specks. But don't let their size fool you. These seeds have been used since ancient times for energy, digestion, and longevity. In fact, the word chia comes from the Mayan word for strength. When you soak chia seeds in water or mix them with yogurt, they expand into a soft, gel-like texture. Why does this matter? Because that gel acts like a gentle broom for your digestive tract. It sweeps waste out, eases constipation, and supports regular bowel movements. And that's not all. Chia seeds are one of the richest plant sources of dietary fiber on the planet. Just 2 tablespoons contain over 10 grams of fiber, nearly half of the daily recommendation for adults. Why is fiber so important, especially for seniors? As we age, our digestion slows down. The muscles in the gut don't contract as efficiently, which can lead to gas, bloating, and constipation. Fiber keeps everything moving, but it also does something even more important. It feeds your healthy gut bacteria. When you eat chia seeds, their soluble fiber turns into a prebiotic, a food source that good bacteria in your gut use to thrive. This helps balance your microbiome, reduce inflammation, and even improve your immune system. Think of your gut like a garden. If you want healthy plants, you need to feed your good bacteria rich, nourishing soil. Chia seeds provide that nourishment. And there's more. Chia seeds also contain omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for brain health and reducing inflammation. Most people think you need to eat fish to get omega-3s, but chia is one of the only plant sources that offers a rich supply. So if you're someone who avoids fish or just wants a cleaner, plant-based source, chia is your answer. But remember, fiber needs help to do its job properly. It needs hydration and it needs synergy. That's where berries come in, the third ingredient in our gut-rebuilding breakfast. You'll be surprised to learn how these colorful fruits supercharge the benefits of chia seeds and may even protect your memory. Stick with us, you'll want to hear this next part. Now we've arrived at the final piece of our gut-healing breakfast puzzle. Berries. Not just delicious, not just colorful, but perhaps one of the most powerful natural medicines hiding in your refrigerator. Let's start with this. The darker the berry, the richer it is in polyphenols, plant compounds that help fight inflammation and feed your gut's good bacteria. Yes, that's right. Just like chia seeds, berries act as prebiotics, but they go a step further. They protect your cells from damage caused by what scientists call oxidative stress, the slow wear and tear that comes with aging, pollution, poor diet, and yes, stress. This is why berries are often referred to as brain food and heart food. But today we're focusing on what they do for your gut and how they supercharge the effect of chia and goat yogurt. Here's how it works. Inside your digestive tract lives an entire ecosystem of bacteria, some good, some bad. When you eat berries, their compounds support the good bacteria while suppressing harmful strains that trigger bloating, leaky gut, and even mood disorders. Yes, you heard that right. Your gut talks to your brain. Have you ever noticed that when your digestion is off, your mind feels foggy, anxious, or just plain off? That's the gut-brain connection, and berries help stabilize it by nourishing the cells that line your intestinal wall and regulating your gut's pH balance. Let's break down a few of the best berries to add to your breakfast. Blueberries. Packed with anthocyanins, they reduce inflammation and support memory. Raspberries, loaded with fiber and vitamin C, they help your body detox gently. Strawberries contain antioxidants and even compounds that help regulate blood sugar. And here's the best part. You don't need a large portion. Just half a cup of mixed berries a day can have measurable effects on your digestion and immune system. Think of berries as the spark that brings the whole breakfast together. They add taste, texture, and therapeutic value all in one spoonful. But you might be wondering, can all berries be trusted? Should you buy organic? And are frozen berries just as good as fresh? We'll answer those questions in just a moment, because choosing the right kind of berry can make all the difference in whether your gut heals or stays irritated. Don't go anywhere. Now that you know why each of these ingredients matters, goat yogurt, chia seeds, and berries, let's bring them together into a simple, powerful morning routine. Not a supplement, not a fad, not some expensive superfood sold in a plastic bottle, just real food working in perfect harmony. Start with your base, half to 1 cup of plain goat yogurt. Make sure it's unsweetened, with live and active cultures listed on the label. You don't want hidden sugars sneaking in. They feed the bad bacteria and undo all your hard work. Goat yogurt should be creamy, slightly tangy, and easy on the stomach. Its probiotics begin populating your gut from the very first spoonful. Next, add 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. Some people soak them ahead of time in a little water for 10 minutes to help them expand. Others just mix them straight into the yogurt and let them swell in the fridge. Either way works. Once hydrated, chia seeds form a gel-like texture that soothes and lubricates your digestive tract. They also provide fiber, the key ingredient that keeps your digestion moving, while also feeding your good gut bacteria. Now comes the fun part. Add your berries. Anywhere from 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup of fresh or frozen mixed berries will do. Blueberries for brain power, raspberries for fiber and detox, strawberries for immune-boosting antioxidants. Choose organic if you can. Berries are often sprayed heavily with pesticides. But don't stress if that's not an option. A simple rinse in water with a splash of white vinegar can help clean them. And just like that, you've created a gut-rebuilding breakfast that fights inflammation, fuels healthy bacteria, and protects your body from the inside out. Let's pause here. This is more than just a healthy meal. This is a ritual of self-care, especially for seniors who've been told by doctors for years that bloating, constipation, and fatigue are just part of getting older. That's simply not true. Now let's address a few questions you may be asking. 1. How often should I eat this? For best results, aim for at least 4 to 5 mornings per week. You'll start to feel lighter within days, less bloated, more regular, and even more mentally clear. 2. Can I eat this alongside my medication? Yes, but always talk to your doctor first. If you're on medications that require an empty stomach, wait 30 minutes after your meds before having this meal. 3. Can I prepare this the night before? Absolutely. In fact, overnight gut bowls are a great way to simplify your mornings. Just mix your yogurt, chia seeds, and berries in a jar, cover it, and leave it in the fridge. By morning, the chia will be fully expanded and the flavors will have melded beautifully. And here's a helpful tip. If you prefer a little sweetness, try a drizzle of raw honey or a few crushed walnuts for crunch and omega-3s. Avoid artificial sweeteners. They confuse the gut and may worsen inflammation. When you combine these 3 ingredients, you're doing more than feeding yourself. You're activating a chain reaction. Probiotics from the goat yogurt reseed your gut with friendly microbes. Prebiotic fiber from chia and berries feeds those good microbes, helping them grow stronger. Antioxidants from berries reduce gut lining inflammation, allowing for better nutrient absorption. Omega-3s and plant nutrients help stabilize mood, reduce bloating, and improve brain clarity. This is how true gut repair happens slowly, naturally, and daily. But there's one more thing to remember. This only works if you keep going. Healing the gut isn't a one-time fix, it's a practice. Just like brushing your teeth or going for a walk, it's what you do every day that counts. Imagine what 30 days of this breakfast could do. So if this video made you feel hopeful, if you're tired of feeling uncomfortable, sluggish, or just not quite yourself, then try this gut rebuilding breakfast, even just once. Your body will tell you the difference. And if it helps you, share this video with someone you care about, because chances are they need this message too. Leave a comment below and let us know. If you'll try the gut healing breakfast this week, and don't forget to hit subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss our next senior-friendly health tip.